Hey, welcome to my day one. I am excited that you are here joining me. And I just wanted to share that I got up this morning. Right now it's already going on 1 p.m. So I will share with you a little bit about what I did for the morning. And as we move along, I'll figure this out a little bit better and get more organized. But I started out this morning and I made myself a green smoothie. And I put in there the Garden of Life raw organic meal. So I had that for breakfast. And then for lunch, or not for lunch, but for a snack, I made myself a couple hard boiled eggs. And what I did was, I actually made a dozen of them. But I use these, my mom got these for me, and they're little containers that you drop the egg in there, and then you close the top on it, and you boil it that way, and then that way you don't have to peel your eggs. I really love them. I just started using them. So I did that, and I had two hard boiled eggs for a snack. Gotta admit, I am still hungry, and I think that's probably just because it's going to take a little time to get the sugar and stuff out of my system. What I've decided to do is go back to eating a more keto style diet, low carb, and I chose that because I did that for well over a year, a while back, and there's two things I noticed. A, I lost weight fast, which was great. I lost 30 pounds in 3 months, but then I stalled and I didn't lose any more. And that became frustrating. However, I stayed on it for another year because I noticed that my focus was really good. I have a little bit of an issue with ADD, so my focus can get I can get distracted easy. You know, I can squirrel like no tomorrow, and you'll probably see it in some of these videos where I jump from one thing to the other to the other. I told my personal development coach, I will go in the back of the house to empty the litter box for our cats and be like, oh, I'll put some laundry in. And I skip the litter box and I jump to laundry and I think, oh, wait a minute, I didn't feed the bird. And I go and I start to feed the bird and I think, oh, I think I'll fix breakfast. And next thing you know, I'm like, whoa, what was I just doing? And I have to go back room to room to figure out what I was doing. So when I was on keto, though, I lost all that. And I was able to focus and concentrate and get much more organized. So I thought I would start with that. And then in a month, this is a little teaser, I'm actually going to be traveling. And while I'm gone, I will be meeting up with my personal development coach. So you'll get to meet him. And he's going to show me a few things. So we'll just leave it at that. But I thought I would just do the low carb for now until that time. So that way it will clear the sugar out of my system, which is big. In the meantime, I told you I'm not real organized, so I forgot to take the meat out of the freezer for tonight's dinner. So I'm hoping it thaws. I just took it out and it's 1 o'clock here in the afternoon. So we'll see what happens for dinner, and I will check back in with you later and let you know how that's going. But so, bottom line, the plan of action is doing a keto friendly diet. I'm going to do that for a month until I meet up with him, and I'll share more about that. And as time gets closer, and I am going to start working out later this week, probably next week, depending. I'm going to let my body have a chance to get this sugar out and get to feeling a little bit better, and then I am going to start working out. Okay, I will check in later and let you know how things are going. Okay, so the day's getting close to the end, and the hamburger meat did not thaw. So I have taken out some spaghetti squash, and I found a recipe on Pinterest, which I love, and I'm going to go ahead and make that. It's a keto recipe. I have everything in the house for it, so that'll be dinner. Tomorrow, the ground meat will be thawed, and I will be much more organized. Then what I did was I made myself some tea, and I'll show you the kind I love. I'm a water drinker, but not nearly as much as I could be, so I like to make tea, and I take this Kava stress-free tea, and I put 5 bags into 64 ounces of water, and I put it on the counter, and by the morning, I've got 64 ounces of tea, and I like to drink that throughout the day. So day one is close to being down, and I'm happy with the results, and I did well, and I had a headache earlier. That's gone. So all is good. So I will check back in tomorrow. Have a good night.